Today, we're gonna dive into Serum 2 sound design. It looks amazing. It's a new Serum 2. It's like GTA 6 basic. It's kind of the same thing, you know? What's smelling here? Is my PC burning? Yeah, well, fuck that shit. If my house burns down, I don't give a fuck. If we make a good Serum preset, that's all good. We gotta make cool sound. I will use cool techniques. You will learn a lot because I will show you advanced techniques of sound production inside Serum. So we're gonna make not a simple boring sound, we're gonna make an advanced sound, which is usually probably gonna take like an hour or so. So prepare yourself to spend some time here. We will make a cool preset. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna dive into the sound design. And sound design in Serum. Serum is so vibey that sound design inside of it is like an adventure. I'm gonna take you on it, you know what I mean? And we're gonna make a cool sound, you know? So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Usually inside Serum 1, my favorite way was to find a cool sample and then drag it into the wavetable as a starting point. Not to make it exactly sound the same as a sound, because what's the point of that? But have some sort of input point to just have a beefy sound at the beginning as a wavetable here. Like laser is pretty cool. Sample would be like straight up cheating. Spectral is pretty cool because you have all of these new spectral modes. But an old way is just going into one of those frequency estimation or pitch average. First assign LFO to the wavetable position so we can move through the sound. So we're gonna see which one's better. Well, I guess that's not it, right? Pitch average is pretty good. Spectral. It sounds muted, that's actually pretty cool. But standard would be this. And you can hear clicks between different waveforms here. So what you wanna go is you wanna go to all, it's the same thing, basically. Fade edges, you have 3 options and you gotta just go through them and see which one fits the best. The middle one is going to create more like a deeper bass inside basses. Changes the tonal element of it. Pretty nice. And this one's the cleanest. That's what I would do. And then you go morph, and you can see there's 11 only waveforms here. So you go morph and you crossfade and it gets 256. So you have basically more positions between those. Because if we go here and we want to automate it, you are getting that type of transitioning which isn't smooth at all, and you want to have something smooth, so you morph. It also sounds better, it doesn't sound like steps. 2 options. And in this case, this one sounds better. Now we've got this waveform that as you drag it sounds smooth. It still does have individual waveforms inside of it, but it has 256 of them. So there's a lot of them, you know, moving through. You don't really hear the steps offsetting. That's the old way of how we would do this, but let's just put it inside the spectral. You gotta tune it. That's cool. You have the speed of the movement. Kinda like it because it's very muted. Now spectral warping modes, new. Which what I like to do is just to automate them. Do like that for now. Envelope, we're gonna make a shot. Church, OTT. Because there's one of them, exactly this one, you can just lose your hearing with just like one swipe. And also masks. Masks are pretty cool. What if we take this? It's pretty mono, and also de-randomize this. That start kind of sounds cool. You can finally go, let's say, 3 voices of Unisono and not have to worry about the phase re-triggering every single time. Right? See the phase like... That's kind of how it's supposed to sound, but it does this. Per voice is the one. It keeps the phase of the voice all the time the same. We can actually draw it here. So I think we're gonna blend this one using the actual FM from B. What? Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, really nice smooth attack. Yeah, that's gonna... Okay, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Now we can still apply these spectral ones. That's gonna change the sound. Automate this. This one. Sounds cool. We can do 2 of them. Okay, and then we go Unisono. You can assign a filters here too. Sounds kind of like a duck. That's kind of fits better. Save it. Maybe call it balls or something. Usually works. Balls 1. Save it. You can apply an additional warp mode after this. You have distortions here, which is really cool, and filters, so that you don't have to use the filters here. You can use a filter here. It's actually kind of easier to do that. Okay, that's juicy. You hear there's a tail. We don't want that tail because it's kind of leaking too much, so I'm just gonna make a new LFO here. Gonna make it as long as that. I'm just gonna cut that tail. So just gonna make it super beefy like here. Okay, push it. Can make it less dynamic. Put that on level 2. That's not really working, but we have a solution for this. We can still use the same one. We have a solution for this. We have a new option to shape the curve of the modulation so it moves differently, and you can make just like completely crazy shapes based on the positionings. And we're gonna do something so that it stays there for longer. You can see it's like very snappy, it just disappears really quickly. So it'd be something like this, not this. Something like that. Need this as a transient. Do that all the time, bro. If you want a snappy transient, just add a really snappy LFO onto the chorus pitch. It works the best. Or if you want more power, we can kind of make it lasery, make that longer too. Gets actually more interesting. We can use filters, sure, I guess. There's some new ones. That's cool. Key track this. Okay, that's kind of diabolical. It's kind of deadly, not gonna lie. Not the bass. I'm gonna lose my mind. What is it so quiet? You are making it so quiet. How dare you? Okay. Just boost it here. Pretty cool. Oh, we can put that here, I guess. And use the same shape as this was. Am I shape? Oh, here we go. Kind of adjust it to be the same way, which is what? Good moved. If I slow it down. Oh, see? Keep it slowed down. You can just mess with the length of other automations and it's going to give you some cool sound as well. And also, since we're using this LFO to automate this, which is wavetable position, it's going to sound differently as we move it up and down. It's going smoothly. Now it's going quickly. Now it's going slowly. Oh, put distortion on it, your square? No. Am I shipping? Fuck it. Overdrive is new. Oh, Overdrive is so amazing because you can stack different distortions. It's so great. Let's just use it. It's just super loud too. Forget about that. What did I do? Okay, here. Also, this one attaches to these ones, so it's going to change the whole framing. What I do with presets usually is I'm just gonna go very low. I'm just gonna put this onto this, go into the matrix, side matrix, make it 100%. One way. Now I can move it manually here. That makes no sense. What's going on? Do I need to drag it like this? Oh, I do. Add a cool name, and it would be position. It would be like just no, that makes no sense. Target. Target is cool usually. Target. So we get a really snappy transient, and that's kind of being a problem, which kind of is cool, but it's too powerful. So we have the boat here, which is the new thing. Real cool. Highly appreciated because the blur here, it just smoothens things out so much. It's super useful. Also, actual different solution would be if you want it to be not so harsh when it comes to transients, when you're using things like this. You can also map a macro or just simply automate the smooth knobs. What they do is they round up the whole automation here, which is very worth automating with the macro because you never know what it's gonna sound like when you go very low on these values. So you can always map it. And you get some sick sounds out of that. So for example, it is an automate target. You get kind of cool stuff like that. Soften, I guess. So every single time we make some cool change, save the preset as a version. So go here and enable the board. And we're gonna do a cool thing here. We're gonna start at the blur like 25%, automate this to 100%. In case, maybe leave it for now. I kind of like here. So here's the deal. We don't want it to be all the time going on. We want this to be the initial thing without the effect. So put this macro on the mix and go into the edit curve and just do this. So without any movement, it stays turned off. So the moment you move to 1, look at here, it turns it on. So basically as you start using the knob, just turns on the whole thing. So this is gonna call it blur. Super juicy. So this soften knob is kinda problematic here because we're getting some pitch movements and that's not ideal because like if you want to make it playable, you don't really want that. So what we can do instead is this guy I think is being problematic in here. So we can go here, automate the Y, go LFO2 bass. Yeah, lower it like this. So you get more steady thing here. Instead of that weird pitch movement. Oh my God. Bro, it's so... I can't breathe because I don't have a woman, so I cannot breathe. But I can't breathe using my nose. Kinda, you know, kinda hard to breathe. I mean, I understand coming from all the heat from this sound. I understand that that's probably what's producing that, or maybe there's actually my house is burning down because it actually smells like that, and I'm just gonna ignore it. You know, just gonna focus on. Bro, I feel like I'm gonna faint. If I die here, well, too bad, right? Okay, so we have this. I think we can go add more amount to that. If you wanna check this, I mean, Serum 2 is allowing you to go undo things, but it's still kind of safer to use a macro. Kind of custom. Definitely kind of do this too. Make it more beefy, you can then use aux source macro 3. You want that effect to be turned on whenever you want. The cool thing inside Serum 2, there's actually a few cool things that are pretty hidden that I don't really hear nobody talk about, but look, you can drag this, you can move it here. So all of the assignments are gonna get transferred. So it's really easy to move this, or you can move the LFO to this one and it moves just the whole thing. If you use the macro and you like the settings it gives, you can right click, you can apply and delete the macro. Okay, now we'll put some distortion. Let's see, because that kind of wants to be distorted at least a little bit. Always the rectify kind of gives you a kind of different sound. Changes the pitch of it a little too. Which can be cool. Not always works. The new overdrive is so insane. Let's just stack some overdrives. Now we're gonna mess with the speeds, the shapes, to find a cool new sound. I'm not really. Just duplicate this here and make a custom one. Some like this. Okay, we gotta go now set up the speeds for these. We're gonna go, so 1, 2, 3 into 2 bars, and 1, 2, 3 again. Okay, I'm gonna make the speed here into 1/16, so 40% on this one, 1/16. Then we gotta make those equal, so 1, 2. So it's not gonna be 1/16, it's gonna be 1/8. Same here. And same here. So now we have a sound that you can actually shape. We need some like Vocaly movements. Put a filter here. The classic formant. That kind of sounds diabolical. So we want to introduce that only here, say up to 69, for example, you know. So it kind of sounds the most diabolical, you know, not really, you know, not really choosing any specific number there. And then distortion at the end gonna go, make that juicy as well, because that's really like filtering the frequencies. So we want some sort of spiciness. How about you put like overdrive, maybe like, because you can stack them. And then you can do this. Oh, that actually works. Put the macro on the mix. Like this, and how much we go? -8. Put that here. Shift it to -8. We're losing transients. Let's just make them back by using an equalizer, doing this. Using one of those spiky ones. One of them is quicker, one of them is slower. Let's use this one, for example, let's say. If you put it after the distortion, it's going to add onto it and create like the dynamics, but the distortion is gonna squash it. Go 0, -2.2. It's so good that you can see that. That's insanely good. Macro CX. Diabolicify. What's phasing, huh? The distortion? Are you kidding me? No way. Okay, then go here, macro 6 and aux, and go mix 100%. And then the volume is goofing around. Okay, that's pretty huge brain, not gonna lie. Okay, now we're gonna go and adjust now we're gonna go and adjust the shape. We're gonna put an automation on this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 here. Sounds the same, but as I move it, I have to save it as both 16. That's so good, bro. Shape. Speed is gonna make a difference here. And I think I have the soften is going to reduce the height of this. GG, my camera died. You ain't stopping me. Who do you think you are, huh? Okay, that's cool, but it's just really... Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Really bright. See? Put utility also, bass mono. Put some OTT afterwards. Okay, go back. Take that bode. Put at the end. Sample, plucked. It's not going to the filter 1, should. Make it also 2, 3. Two voices. It's kind of what I'm looking for about distortion. Kind of what I'm looking for. Layer that on top. And we have our last macro to fill it. And also, if we want to just simply use that, we're gonna go with that level automation and do this. So that's pretty cool, which means pulse 17. What if I... That's some sort of pig? Bruh. What is going on? Bruh. Okay, I'll try to make that into this. So 26%, go 26% on this here. Do the aux source. Use the mapping of this. I just want to turn it on. Go like this. How about this though? I mean, that's kind of more deadly, so I'm gonna stick with that. It's creating these weird noises. Nah, let's go here. Bring back this guy. What if I swap that? Kinda more juicy, I guess. No, it's pretty decently close to the end. Let's go set it up. Bro, what is this? Go like this and then distort that? Technically. It's so weird, bro. Let's see. So otherwise we have just super sustain. And doesn't fit the shape. Try some reverb. A little bit. Okay, that's the default. Well, that sounds amazing. We can now try tweaking the initial things inside the sound. So like, you know, elements of this. Gonna make it mono. Get rid of the blur. Ooh, that's juicy. So I'm gonna make that, so hyperdimension. This is gonna work, but put it before utility so that the bass goes mono. So that we have some width. Okay, that's super insane. Okay, I'm gonna call it BS, not bullshit, BS shot. Just like that. What can I put here? Okay, that's sick. So that's gonna be the preset. Shape it using the macros. Insane. Without the smoothing. What the fuck, bro? Now let's see the power of this. Let's see what the macros are capable of producing once we twist them, because there's like so much going on in here, and you never know. You cannot know. Super powerful. Took 2 hours to make. Let's see on the speakers. Oh, it's probably gonna be super insane. Like, it's really beefy on its own, you know, usually you're gonna put some effects, so it's gonna become even beefier. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on this adventure. I'm gonna also put this in the pack because I'm making this in the preset pack, but that's gonna take a lot of time because as you can see, it takes a lot of time to make one preset. So it's gonna take a lot of time to make like 100 of them. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. And see you soon. This video has been brought to you by Oversampled.us, premium sample and preset packs. Sound selection is very important, and we always aim at creating the highest quality sounds possible to help you make professional songs in as easy as drag and drop way with no extra processing needed. We're offering sounds in many different genres. Our most loved packs are the Ultimate Future Bass Toolkit, Cyberpack, Polychrome, and Super Heavy Drums. If you want to sound like your favorite artists, we have packs like Volcano, Castles, Portify, and Resurrection. And if you're in need of quality drums for your songs, don't look any further than our Super Heavy collection with over 2,800 samples in total if purchased in a bundle that will cover all your drum needs. Our most recent pack is sound enhancers, including lots of ear candies, fillers, layers, and more, all to make your songs more interesting. Visit Oversampled.us and get sounds that'll make you a better producer.